Super Bowl goes through Austin. It's the Bulls and the reigning NFC champs on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Brooklyn Bulls and the Austin Armadillos. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ballgame.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. They're going to look to throw. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out left, Ellison's got it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And
in trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrington. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Yeah, he'll try to run with this. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. And incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Armadillos are able to extend their lead.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Austin's offense ready to go again.
They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
71 yards.
And the Armadillos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the carry, it's Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Bulls are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A solid stiff arm. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
110 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On the ground, Kamara. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it. I love it.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the ground, this is Jackson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. A 10th carry for Kamara. 120 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with his Super Bowl berth on the line. Running with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And Graham's got it over the middle. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Ellison to the right side. And he's out right at the 25.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Jackson, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll hit Jackson, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
It really helps your play caller, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the 2nd quarter. 2nd down and inches. Over the middle, complete. It's Graham. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's action. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for our home team, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Harrington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The busy night continues for Kamara. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab. And the Armadillos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A Something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. The quick feet by Jackson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Jackson. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
He finds his man complete. That's Harrington. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 145 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Graham on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. 3 yards the gain there. Second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. 7 yards to pick up there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down and 3. On the run, this is Jackson. This has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now back to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
This is it. This is it.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Back to throw now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On second down now. It's Jackson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll drop to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and as a result, possession switches hands. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage without loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Personal foul. Come on, you serious?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. His throw caught at about the 5. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. Would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
2nd and 8 coming up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll run. This is Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return."
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their backs really against the wall now. We knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. French. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.